Now I will pass the hand to Kosuke Ito, who is Executive Officer and Global Strategy Leader of GMO. GMO is the first Asian company who was at DEF CON in 2025. And Kosuke is leading different global initiatives as well as new businesses, including space cybersecurity. He is here today to talk to us about optimizing risk management for small SAR satellite constellation systems. So very pleased to have you, and the floor is yours.
Hello. Okay. Not this. Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Kosuke, and I'm just coming from Tokyo all the way. Took me 22 hours from home to hotel, so I'm a little exhausted last night, but I coming here. Okay, and today I will give you a little bit about the talk for our activities with Synspective, which is one of the Japanese private SAR service providers. And we have a joint research activities for cybersecurity with them. Then we give you a little insights what we found in the threat analysis phase. And there's 5 people involved in this research, and myself is a presenter of this talk. And our background, so far, lots of discussion about the space cybersecurity. However, lots of talk is very high level and a little bit vague. Then we have to do by ourselves more in details for actual systems threat analysis. So we like to find for future more practical and more optimized way to do the threat analysis before designing the system. And we like to do more, what was the way actually. And maybe from now on, there's a AI era. We need to know what should be done by AI too. So we like to find out what's the best way to do the threat analysis on this. So the ultimate goal is, I can use the laser here. The ultimate goal is find out the method that delivers good results within the time and constraints that a small SAT program can afford. Here is a basic methodology we have done. This is a very basic steps. We define the scope, the system itself, and this time we minimize the focus area into the single satellites. Then we do the asset analysis too. I mean, just we catalog the what needs to be on board, and then we value those based on the CIA aspect. And we conducted threat analysis, and we choose the 3-way, like a major, stride model, and also Sprouter way, and also ENISA. We compare those. Then we conducted the all same threat scenario over this methodology. Then we compared the results. Then finally we found evaluate the individual results. And this is the first steps, the scoping of the system. This is very general single space, single satellite system involved, and this is a little generalized, but there is some connection between those. But this is we don't do the ground system or positioning type of things. We just simple focusing onto the single satellite. Then this is the high-level listed of the assets we cataloged. Then based on the CIA, this is just a picked up the high risk level, I mean the high value level of the in the CIA. So cryptographic key, of course, it's pretty important. And area of the interest about customer information, very important, of course. And those kind of we value those assets in there. Then we conducted the 3 ways. Of course, STRIDE based on STRIDE. And Sparta, we see the access control or integrity or availability, mission assurance, so on and so. And ENISA way, we bad activities or dropping and hijacking type of things or physical attack. It's a little hard to see the physical attack on the satellite, but maybe we can focus on it. Then we do ranked the risk level based on a Sparta 5x5 matrix impact and likelihood, and we value those in the individual threat analysis case. Then what we apply to those methodology. These are 4 categories of threat scenarios we defined. We don't differentiate across the threat analysis. We set the same scenario, then apply to the methodologies. So first category is communication and cryptographies, like how to encrypt the information. Then second area is the software or onboarding execution. And the third area is the network access or ground segment communication area. And the fourth one is hardware, supply chain, risk, and physical area. Then in those categories, we set these kind of scenarios related to the listed here. And this is why we found out it's based on our experience on the IoT or OT system threat analysis. Of course, there is lots of space specific that is derived from the. There is a guidance in Japan ministry deliver those guidance, and we also reference those guidance. Then we set the scenarios. And this is the results. Very similar results across the methodologies. We don't see any much big difference. And then the number difference of these are just granularity of the methodologies difference. More scenarios than this number accumulated. So the STRIDE is more simplest way, but our observation is not so much the concise and miss some parts specific for small set. We see the Sparta is the best match to the SAR operators' intuitive understanding. So that means it seems quite comfortable when to do the threat analysis. This sounds like what we see. Then also ENISA generates the most raw. They have lots of point to see. So it splits the international legacy infrastructure type of thing that it accumulate the more and more numbers. Then big major findings we derived we see is the 25, I mean, this is the highest score, 5 by 5. And we see those 4 cases. And one is assets sitting in the system trust foundation, which is like a delayed detection or hard recovery or feet-wide parameterization potential. I mean, this is more basic and bare system, not the communication or confidentiality things. And the second one, control elements tied to the physical safety or regulatory events. This is also another category we'd like to see. Then the third one, assets where the past multiplicity derives residual risk, which is individual CIA scoring is mid-tier, but number of the associated threat scenario and the multiplicity of a reachable past drive residual risk to the top on the combination. It's kind of a very mixture of the risk is involved. Then the fourth one is compliance obligation control elements. This is more like not the normal IT system involved, but in the space system, we need to be compliant to some sort of a regulation. So this is the fourth one. Then I think this is a little bit gap we see from the hypothesis or assumption we made. Then the actual results is a little different scenario. We see more comes out that more confidentiality risk or higher than those physical or compliance things. But at the end of the results, we found out by the threat analysis calculation level, we see those threats is more than this confidentiality. So many of people talking about communication hacking or how to quantum or post quantum key control or those kind of things. But we see based on this threat analysis, we need to focusing on more those basic things rather than communication things. This is the one of the major findings we based on our research. But this is very limited work, so we need to see more. So in summary, this is the 3 things we learned. First one, Sparta and NISA, it fits more analysis or operators' intuitive feeling rather than stride for the small sat. And the second one, as I said, the confidentiality intuitive did not predict the highest risk assets. So this is not the highest one we see. Then, however, the stride and NISA still leave room to optimize the threat scenario set. We need to explore more what the scenario we need to put into those methodologies. So the next one, we have a lot of room to do. So this is the future work we see. First one, as I said, we need to explore more about the threat scenario to set, more optimized or what you set. And second one, there is an era of AI-assisted way to do the threat analysis, I think. So how we involve the AI into our work. Then third one, this time we will just do the single satellite. But it's going to be a constellation era. So we need to see more larger scale system scoping in multiple satellites. We like to do those kind of stuff. And also we need to involve the ground station as well. And we need to develop the built environment to do the building CI/CD type of things or open source involving and development system. Then we need to do more, adding more the threat scenarios into the how those are involved into the threat analysis things. So these are the next steps. Then we would like to continue our work. Then maybe we can, I can deliver another steps of the results next year or other CYSAT. That is my expectation. So if you, that's all my talk today. Only 20 minutes, so it's a little limited. But if you have any question or any collaborative offers, I like to have it. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions?
Yes, thank you very much for your presentation. Do you take into account in your threat analysis the possible convergence of cyber and electronic warfare threats? For instance, combining jamming with a cyber payload targeting the satellite?
What do you mean? We including the jamming for the
But the convergence of the two, of cyber and jamming, perhaps?
Convergence of cyber and jamming. Not specifically. We do the case for jamming, but that is we don't distinguish. It's an on purpose or not unintentionally. So it's a case jamming, but not we didn't
Okay.
distinguish.
You distinguish the two.
You're right. We didn't do this research. We didn't do it yet. Maybe that's a good aspect we need to see.
And it was possible for the company to develop some mitigation actions and staying in the budget?
Yeah, it's a good question. Of course, we need someone to invest, and of course, we can deliver or how can I say? We have a couple of experience in IoT and OT. Then maybe we can apply those past experiments into the space, but we didn't see any applicability evaluation yet. So we need to do those kind of stuff, maybe. So then, of course, that's the we need to work on it. Then we need to money for it, and so it's we need to do. We need to configure. Figure out how to compensate those work is variable or not. Yeah, but of course, yes.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Just a question. I have understood that you have developed a dedicated template based on Sparta on ENISA. That was your last slide. Mm-hmm. So this dedicated template, is it specific for CubeSat, for Constellation? You talk about ESL for the future, so I guess you haven't yet worked on that aspect. And besides, is this a specific template for SAR systems?
We little involved SAR system demands, to be frank, to speak, this is the major needs for the SAR is, military observation, right? So very, very highly confidential raw data needs to be kept under, not to leak anyone. But that kind of a scenario and, threat scenario is involved. but not. Of course, we didn't do the research for the multiple satellite case, such as Constellation system. So it's not involved. And I don't know for CubeSat. I think for CubeSat is more simple application case. So maybe we can narrow down the threat scenarios. But of course, we can use the same template for the space analysis tables, I think.
Okay, well, thank you very much for all the questions and, of course, your presentation. One more applause for you again, and we will now